Part 8. Regulators as intelligent orchestrators, evolving from rules to trust. If Part 7 showed how trust must be engineered, Part 8 examines how regulators can lead at the speed of the threat. Criminals are already operationalizing AI, while compliance teams remain hesitant. The FCA's sandboxes, live testing, and AI lab are strong steps forward. But they only matter if AI-first oversight, engineered trust, and proactive standards become the norm now. Regulators today face a pivotal crossroads. They balance competing pressures. On one side, the necessity to move beyond traditional static compliance frameworks. On the other, the challenge of aligning evolving technology with existing regulatory mandates. It's a critical juncture, a period of regulatory recalibration, while the threat landscape rapidly evolves. Let's be clear. Criminals aren't waiting. They're operationalizing AI through generative technologies, deepfakes, synthetic identities, and automated fraud-as-a-service platforms right now. Firms are striving for clarity. They need guidance that is both progressive and actionable. The result? Increasing reliance on experimentation without assured oversight. And internal compliance teams? They're caught in ambiguity, often constrained by uncertainty and hesitant due to lack of clarity on regulatory expectations. However, substantial progress is underway. The FCA has significantly advanced its AI strategy, including launching the supercharged sandbox with NVIDIA, enabling enhanced computing power and datasets for safe experimentation, introducing an AI live testing initiative starting September 2025, allowing real-world deployment of AI models under regulatory supervision, establishing an AI lab to foster collaboration, sharing insights, and developing best practices, developing a statutory code of practice focusing on accountability, transparency, and ethical AI use in financial services. Yet, more remains necessary. Firms hesitate to adopt robust AI solutions, leaving systems vulnerable. Compliance remains reactive, struggling to stay ahead of sophisticated threats. Innovation stalls, awaiting clearer signals from regulatory leadership. So what further needs to happen? First, AI deployment clarity. Continue to expand initiatives like the Supercharged Sandbox and AI live testing, providing firms with clear, actionable regulatory guidance for high-risk FCC use cases. Second, trust engineering framework. Leverage current efforts in transparency and accountability to establish a structured framework with robust traceability, override logic, and effective human-AI escalation protocols. Third, supervisory modernization. Extend current real-time supervisory initiatives, including telemetry and AI oversight dashboards, to enhance regulatory agility and enable proactive intervention. Fourth, convening industry collaboration. Broaden the reach of the AI lab and international forums to facilitate deeper collective learning, stress testing, and proactive risk management across the sector. Fifth, cultural transformation. Publicly recognize and encourage firms demonstrating genuine transparency and accountability through practical AI testing, even when imperfections arise. But there's more. This isn't only about refining existing frameworks. It's about evolving the regulatory model itself. Here's the expanded call to action. Embed AI-first thinking into regulatory practices. AI oversight shouldn't be retroactively fitted onto existing regulations. It must be at the core of how regulators define, assess, and respond to evolving FCC risks. Design regulatory frameworks that assume dynamic intelligence, not static compliance. Make trust operational, not theoretical. Assurance must be explicitly engineered into systems. Every decision, model adjustment, and escalation should be logged, explainable, and transparent. Compliance doesn't need perfect AI, it needs accountable AI. Champion proactive compliance culture. Regulatory bodies should reinforce that compliance isn't merely about adherence to rules. It's about safeguarding market integrity, protecting consumers, and preempting financial crime. That's the fundamental purpose of compliance, and regulators must advocate for this mission clearly and forcefully. Here's the ask. If you're a regulator, continue to lead decisively, provide guidance on regulatory expectations, and deepen practical experimentation with AI. If you're in FCC compliance, actively participate in initiatives such as regulatory sandboxes and AI labs, shaping robust and responsive AI systems. If you lead compliance teams, empower your people with clear guidelines, continuous learning, and tools to effectively manage AI-driven risks. If you're part of the C-suite, prioritize investment in robust AI systems and regulatory alignment, understanding that operational resilience depends on proactive engagement. This isn't about staying ahead of regulation, it's about staying ahead of harm. Next up, Part 9, Slack-Tide, the Cost of Waiting. If this part highlighted the role of regulators, the next highlights the cost of waiting and the industry call to action, because the biggest risk isn't moving too early, it's moving too late.